I love Ren and Stimpy.
Hello, Internet and everybody. This is Kristen Master 4, also known as the freaking female Gasmeyer or whatever. And welcome to another DeviantFARTist podcast thing. And I'm the host because why the crap not? It's been forever since we did the last one, but don't worry about it. So here we have our lovely guests with us.
I'm Isaac. I'm Onara. How you guys doing? Well, that's good. I can't hear you because it's over the internet, but I'm going to take your word for it.
I'm the Drifter. I'm here again. Hello, everyone.
I am Drawful or Awful Artist Sketch, and that's about it. And now it's less.
People of Earth, I am Leshok. I repeat, you pronounce it Leshok.
Oh my god.
I'm going to repeat it again. You pronounce it Leshok. Hello there.
Wait, how do you pronounce
We are
it?
here. You pronounce it with two Q's and a W.
Alright, the Kukukwak. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. How's everyone?
Okay, and then we have our newcomer.
Hey guys, C16, otherwise known as Cora16. How's everybody doing this evening?
Evening.
I'm
Pretty
fine.
decent.
It's like 1 o'clock in
It's
the afternoon,
afternoon.
but okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's evening over here.
Yeah.
So that's...
It's 10:34.
It's,
Oh,
One-
yeah, it's
1:35.
morning for two of you, it's the evening for him, and it's the afternoon for me and Chris. Ah.
and wherever you are watching, dear audience, it is... It is
Exactly. Exactly. Welcome to Time Zone Difference.
Welcome to Time Zone Cast, where we talk about time zones. Did you guys watch Deadpool? That's my favorite movie.
Time
What does
zone.
that have to do with time zones?
Yeah, dude. I told you, right?
Anyway.
Time Zone
Topics.
Podcast.
Oh my god. So, are we gonna start off with one of our favorite topics
One of
to
our-
discuss?
One of our hot topics.
Yeah.
Wake me up.
Where we're recording, by the way. We're
Ask
recording on Hot Topic.
But, huh?
Requests,
Is that Linkin Park in the background?
commissions, and
We were-
Patreon.
Missions and Patreon.
Right, but we haven't gone over, since it's Korath's first time, we haven't gone over how, like, what he does and how he got into the...
Of course I knew that, which is why I was going to tell Korath this
Nah,
before I
yes,
started the
we
topic.
don't need.
Don't worry about that. I'm gonna make this quick. I started actually writing in 2008 under a different pen name. Showed up on DA in the middle of 2015. Started writing, got relatively hot thanks to Freeman, Chewbacca, and Drifter, and as the rest they say is history.
It was 2015. How was that history?
Hey, it's...
That's so last year.
I mean, maybe it's like... I mean, it's 2016. It's really their story. Just think about it. Fucking respect your pronouns, please.
Thank you. Right.
I got served.
I feel
Anyway,
Now we can move on. To
Now,
topics.
request Patreon and commissions, all that.
Wake me up.
Alright,
you go.
commissions. I've been thinking of doing commissions, but I am unsure how that would work. Because I'm not very...
As for me, I've been thinking about it, like, in terms of, like... I made 2 polls about it, like, about commissions, like, writing and stuff, because I've never really seen anyone do, like, literature commissions, and I wouldn't know how to do that. But in terms of art, in terms of, like, drawing commissions, I know at least one person here can talk about that, and then we can talk about requests after the fact.
yes, drawing commissions. Yes, I think I have a little bit of experience doing drawing commissions. Don't know where to start with it, but... Well... Let me talk about drawing commissions in the car fetish. You see, a lot of times, I get a lot of commissions and I'm not able to do them all. A lot of times life gets into the way before I do it, but I always try to have like one thing I always do whenever I'm taking a commission. You see, a lot of people, when they want a commission, they ask me for popular characters, stuff that have their own franchises and stuff, or people know. And I usually have my own set rules on those things. Not rules like whether or not I can or can't, because technically the only thing I don't feel like doing even in a commission is someone else's work, like another artist on DeviantFARTist such as work without their permission, and actual real people, because I feel like that can go very wrong very fast.
It's pretty creepy, honestly.
Yeah, I agree. It's also something you do without someone's permission.
Yes.
So they both tie into each other.
Yes, but the thing I like to do, like the most important rule for me when doing a commission of a popular character would be leeway for how you can while there is some leeway for how you can characterize a person, I like to make that character seem as close to their actual fictional counterpart, like the real version of themselves, as possible. For a simple reason, you see, when you see a character and you like that character, you like the character because of multiple factors. Sometimes maybe their looks, sometimes maybe how they act, sometimes how they talk, and this and that and this and that. So for me the most important thing would be like, I assume that when I'm doing it, I assume that these people like the characters for the characters themselves. So I always try to either fit the request or the commission to be more closer to how the character would act, or ask the commissioner if I could change it. Because, like, guys, give me an example. Give me an example of any popular character.
Yeah, in this. Oh, okay. Just an actual. All right. Fucking Catwoman.
Catwoman, right?
Catwoman.
Okay, so everyone knows Catwoman.
Who?
And Catwoman.
I'm kidding.
Is Marissa Catwoman?
She could be. She
I
could
don't.
pull off a
Maybe,
nice Catwoman.
maybe you're not sure if I'm talking about Halle Berry or someone else.
Eartha Kitt.
But let's just say Catwoman in general. Like, if you're going to do Catwoman in a gassy situation, I mean it's easy. It's easy, and it's more common for some people to want her in every one of those cliche "I have gas" poses, "I need to fart" poses, and all such and such. Usually, I would always want, usually if it was Catwoman, I'd want to do something a little more actiony. Like if I were to draw her.
Yeah, fitting scenario.
Yeah, find a fitting scenario, like maybe her farting while crouched on top of a gargoyle high above Gotham City, just because of the pose.
Yeah. Sounds fucking badass.
It's maybe funky badass, but it's more like, you know how people actually would normally just fart in any pose whatsoever if they're alone. Just the pose that they happen to be in is probably the pose that they will fart in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's really rare to see. It's really rare for a person to actually, I don't know, take the time to, I don't know, spread their cheeks or lift their legs or something.
It's just unrealistic. Yeah, it's like.
Well, if they're alone
Yeah,
and not like intending to fart.
Yeah. So yeah, it just happens like that. So I would always try to make it like. I'd always try to make it like that. Make it something.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, and I think that's. And I think you get where I think you get where I'm coming from, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah, exactly.
there are some people who just draw like the exact same thing, just with a different character every
It's
time.
like, oh, they're bent over, they're clutching their stomach.
Yeah.
They're...
I
Yeah, but there are people who actually request the character clutching their stomach. So in those cases, yeah, you can't really fault them. Huh?
Yeah, but it's
So
like
I would still try to find a way to make it even more natural. Like maybe they just feel uncomfortable, more like rather than they feel like there's a bomb in their stomach about to go off.
yeah, but it's
Well,
like
they ask-
a lot of it has
Yeah.
to do with facial expressions too, because like probably Catwoman, like if she was alone, she wouldn't be like all bashful about it, like
No.
a shy character would be. She would just be, I don't know, she'd kind of just do it and then just like, eh.
She would probably fart in front of Batman and not really care. Honestly.
Yeah,
I
she's
feel
one of
like.
those guys, and then calls him
Play
fucking,
it off like it's normal.
and then calls him bruh, and just like makes it completely obvious that it's a platonic relationship.
Yeah.
Platonic?
Yeah,
Catwoman
Platonic.
and Batman, platonic.
It's
no, it's like
I think
Pentatonics?
and how there's
yeah,
like
no,
platonic
Platonic.
plates,
That
and they call theirs
that one
plates and
company that's creating ukulele.
stuff. What?
okay.
What are you talking about?
What are we talking
Catwoman
about?
to ukuleles.
That was a video game. But anyway.
Okay, so platonic.
Mhm.
So she'd probably be like, I don't know, just or I'm just like just for the 5 seconds I'm talking about this, I'm just thinking like if she was, she'd probably just maybe just I don't know what that expression is where you kind of extend the side of your mouth a bit, like something like a smile, but it doesn't go up.
It's a
I know
smirk,
exactly
is
what
what
you're
it's
talking
called. It's a
Or like
smirk.
smug. It's like they would do it if they're smug, you know?
Yeah, smirk.
Yeah, because a smirk is still more like
It's a
smile.
smirk.
Just that slight change in expression, like a little bit of effort and then done.
Yeah, smirk.
Smirk is like what you do, but it's not like a feeling. You know, smug is a feeling. And when you're smug, you tend to smirk like that.
Yup.
That sounds so roundabout, but okay.
What do you mean, roundabout?
No, it's just at least how I heard it. It's like smirk isn't a feeling like smug is, but when you smug, you're usually smirking.
Yeah,
So,
The word of grimace. Like a
Oh, dude,
slight,
Grimace would
like-
be like kind of cringy, wouldn't it?
I think it's
Yeah.
Hamburglar.
slight grimace, a slight one.
I think it's
Hamburglar?
Ronald McDonald.
Yes,
You know what I
the face you make, the face what you make when you see Ronald McDonald.
Hamburglar. Okay, let's talk about Grimace. Alright, okay, wait. Can I commission you drawing Grimace from
I
the
was
fucking
li-
McDonald's company farting? That'd be funny, right?
I was just about to say you're
No,
gonna
no,
probably
no.
get like a plethora of requests / commissions of people wanting Halle Berry to be drawn in that scenario.
Dude, I'm just looking for Grimace, man. I have a
Crap.
Grimace fetish.
Oh crap!
Catgirl is white in a majority of the iterations of her, so why does it have to be Halle Berry? Other than she had the most sexy outfit of
Wait,
Catwoman.
what does her have? What does her have to do white
That
have to do with
answers your question.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
yeah, that's the answer
that
to your
answers
question.
your question.
Why is it Halle Berry, except for the fact that she's
I think
attractive
it's
and has...
because-
Did I say
Halle
Halle
Berry-
Berry? I meant Catwoman. Shut up.
I think it's because Halle Berry is actually the one who looks most like the Arkham version.
Halle Berry is my favorite cereal.
I guess she does.
My favorite serial killer.
No, that one is, I
Here-
don't know any serial killers.
Any but.
Anyway, so yeah, in the words of Forrest Gump, that's all I have to say about that.
In the words of Foreskin? What? Oh, Forrest Gump. Okay.
Really? Really? You had
Look,
to?
man. No, I mean, I legitimately didn't hear him. And then it kind of just clicked with me.
Sigmund
Just kidding, I
Freud.
lied. I just wanted to say foreskin. I'm fucking lying.
Sigmund
I'm totally
Freud
lying.
wants to see you. So yeah, what's the next? We were going to talk about
Patreon.
requests, wasn't it?
Patreon.
I think we should do requests after Patreon because
We were going to talk about being patriotic.
Okay, so let's not be Trump here.
Dude,
You beat
make
me to
America
that.
great again, okay?
Yuck.
Don't. Make America great again by not fucking voting for him. Alright, continue.
Anyway,
the DeviantFARTist
Patreon, I don't know.
podcast brought to you by politics.
yes,
Oh.
Patreon. I think Drifter can talk about Patreon better than I can, especially since lately I haven't really been doing anything on my Patreon. Like, haven't really had the time to make anything exclusive for it. So I think I changed my settings so that I would only get paid if I only I only get paid
If
if
you
I
only did work. If you did work. Yes, you did make the change. I noticed it.
Yes, so no one is getting their money taken away for no reason. But Drifter, what is it to you?
Well, it's a very weird thing. And
that's it.
That's weird. All right, next topic.
No, well, the thing is, Patreon, especially, I feel for writers, is kind of odd, in kind of the same way that Kickstarter is weird for writers, and at least just talking about Patreon in my experience.
Wait, writers use Kickstarter?
Yeah,
Hey,
I've
Kickstarter.
I've seen people do it, or at least try it. Like, I'm writing a book. Would you like? There's first few chapters, but I need money to support my writing. So can you give me money to, if you like what I have so far, give me some money, and when the book comes out, you'll get the book, and I got the money I needed to finish it. That kind of thing.
Oh.
But well, I mean, yeah, technically. But anyways, with Patreon, all I've really been doing with Patreon is, well, writing and then uploading the stuff I've written to Patreon. I have different versions of the writing, like if it's a full story and it's fairly long, I'll either have the parts, or I give a preview, which is free for anyone that just looks at my page and doesn't donate or anything, so you can actually get a preview
of
like
what your
a few
writing
paragraphs.
style is and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and also, whenever I do upload something to DA, I make that story free on Patreon, so you can actually read the full story. But if it's not out yet, then you can just see the preview. If you pay a certain amount of money to a certain point, then you can see the full story and that kind of thing. And there's like different tiers or whatever. Only thing is, I don't know, like I don't have that many people pledged to me, and that's okay, because I'm not really doing it for the money anyway. It's just that it's like, well, if I can make money, then might as well try it just for a little cash and whatever. People don't have to do it, and if they want to support me that way, then they can, and whatever. Few people do. But really, I only make so much money that the other people I'm pledged to on Patreon is just paid for by the money I get from people that pledge to me, and it's just kind of roundabout pays itself. It's almost like
you break even.
Yeah, it's
So-
like if I bought a car to drive people around, people pay me to drive them around, and then with that money I pay for the car. I'm not making anything from it, but everything sustains itself. But
You have created infinite power.
Just a loop.
yeah,
I mean, you've
pretty
really
much.
created 0% power, but it's not negative.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it
if I
is a
look at
power.
my
It
Patreon
just,
now,
it just
This is
doesn't do
100%
anything.
efficiency, 0% output.
It's like having a superpower that doesn't do anything.
I have a superpower, but it does
or,
nothing.
or wait, get this. All right, it's like
I
having a
have the
Patreon,
power.
where it's like, wait, what?
I have the power to move my body with my mind.
Well, congratulations.
Anyway, well, actually, I make like $7 from Patreon for whatever reason. Well, I know it's because of it takes what you get each month and then what you give to other Patreons, so it tells you the total you make. But anyways, yeah, I technically get $7 in my pocket, at least as of the past couple months. But still, it's like, and the other reason why I put it up there is because, I mean, I hate to say it, Les, but a lot of the stories are Ying stories that I already have written that I can't put out because they're waiting for art. So it's a way to get it out there and to at least have a few people see what's going on, but it's not there for them, like the whole public, because they're still waiting for their art. So they're technically unfinished. But other than that, it's not almost like I don't see a point to it, because I do like, because people can comment on stuff, even though since it's only like 5 people pledged to me, not that many people are commenting on what they see anyway. Plus, half of them aren't even high enough to even read the full stories and stuff. So it's like, no, I don't know. It's out there. I get a little money from it, but I don't see much of a point to it. At least for how it's working.
Have they found a way to get around those people who like pledge for 1 second, just long enough to see what you're doing, and then retract their pledge?
They have. I haven't looked into it, but I know, in fact, some artists that I watch on Patreon, you can actually have it where everything's locked for people for a pledge until the month comes around where they pay. Once they get the money, then they can actually see the locked content. But I don't know how you do that.
Interesting. That was a problem in the past. I think it even happened to Free, and some guy just paid $1, then just looked at all his stuff, then unpaid.
Yeah, that can
It
happen.
was just $1, man! You can't even let him have that $1! Jesus Christ, how cheap is that?
He's probably American.
You had $1 on the internet to use. Why did you just let him keep it?
Okay, relax, Les. We got it.
Man, yeah, I mean, I know somebody who could use $1 right about now. Holy shit.
No, I think that guy needs a Snickers.
You're not you when you're 4 or something.
No, that's
like
Les all
getting
the
mad
time.
over $1. Like, I wouldn't know.
Not you when you're an old man.
You're not you when you're...
I actually have a job, remember? I actually have a job. I'm just like, seriously? Now that I have a job, even when I didn't have a job, I had more to spend than that? I could afford to do that? Just let him keep the $1?
Well, before
Right,
we
man,
move
well-
on to requests and commissions, I guess other than you, Nara, does anyone have any opinions on Patreon or seeing people on DeviantArt making a Patreon?
I have a Patreon that I don't know what to do. Even though I've
Not really,
even though
I
I've
think-
sort of advertised it, I was gonna make a thing for my channel, like both of my channels, and I was gonna do a thing about that, and then like formally advertise my Patreon so that maybe something might happen.
Yeah, but you
it's
don't use
mostly-
your channels.
Hmm?
You don't use your channel because you don't upload any more episodes.
No, what are you talking about? I have a Let's Play YouTube account, which I upload
the
daily.
other one, yeah, the one that no one cares about.
Oh, dude.
I was
I'm
gonna
sorry, I didn't-
literally make an update video on the Weirdo account talking about that and how it kind of annoys me how my Let's Play account is getting less
Yeah, it is.
response
I
than
can
my
see that,
fetish
yeah.
account, which I don't.
That's
I
actually
don't put a
not
lot
the
of work
first time
into.
I've heard something like that.
Dude, people just want to jack off, man.
Yeah, it is like that, unfortunately.
People
Because
want to
I-
make money and jizz. That's the two
Sex sells.
ultimate goals in life. Eat is a
I
big
com-
one too. But honestly, I'm starting to think that if people had a choice to either sustain themselves with food and survive, or just jack off until they starve to death, they would probably.
What?
I actually believe people do have that choice.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do
technically,
have
it is
that
a
choice
choice
in this
people make
day and
every
age.
day.
Just jacking off until you starve to death?
Yeah.
But I mean,
many punk
there,
band
there,
Well, well, it's not more like you starve to death. It's more like you die of dehydration.
yeah, but there's been like the people who play like World of Warcraft and stuff like that. They have played for like days until they eventually starve to death.
Oh yeah, because everyone who plays World of Warcraft just constantly jacks off.
Oh yeah.
Dude, okay, dude, that's the point. That's the point of auto run. Hit R to auto run, and you can jack off with one hand, so you don't have to move.
Oh god.
Dude, seriously.
Anyway,
Oh my god.
Anyway, opinions on Patreon and commissions. I honestly realize that a lot of artists gotta put bread on the table. And some do it that way. There are a couple artists that I know, not necessarily affiliated with us, but one artist we know is making close to $3,000 a month on his Patreon.
Oh.
And that is how he supports himself. He's making $3,000 a month.
We'll see.
Man, imagine how much more
Who is he? I don't know. I'm not sure if we would put him or her on our thing, but I believe his name is Fur Affinity.
That's a
Is that-
website.
You mean
That's a
FA
website.
Comics?
No, actually, yes, that's correct. I believe
Yeah.
is his name.
Oh,
Never heard of him.
Me,
that name
Yeah.
sounds familiar,
I
actually.
haven't heard. I've
Yeah,
seen
he
him.
does make a
So
decent
how
amount
is
of
he even
money.
affiliated with us in any way?
He's not.
The only reason.
That's why he
He's
said he
not.
wasn't sure if you should say him on our cast.
Well, if they wouldn't want us to be affiliated, I could always censor it with the noise that G Chris has lovingly provided me with.
Vuvuzela.
Yeah, exactly. But the only reason why I mentioned that is that just to make the overall point that artists gotta use it to put food on the table.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah, and
not
technically he's a
necessarily
fetish artist. Not ours, but
Yeah, not ours, but you get the point. And on commissions in general, as a lot of you probably already know, I have asked for a lot of commissions from multiple folks in here, and out of here. I've probably spent close to
2 billion.
300, not quite. Oh, I wish, but I would
Correct.
probably guess $250 in total on all the commissions that I've done since I got started.
Nice.
It works
that's
out
more than
in
what
a
I made.
That's true. That's true. It ends up working out in a symbiotic relationship. Artists really help writers get themselves known. Thank God for Chris. You may want to censor him in case if he doesn't want to be known. But he
doesn't
got
want to be
me.
known. He has like 300 watchers.
That is
Well, it's more
over
than that.
the inter-
Yeah, I was
That
like,
is
I
over
was feel
the
like it's more
internet.
constant.
That is. Does he want to be known to the general internet? Is the question.
Well,
Technically,
Are
if he's
we
on
the general
DA,
internet?
he's open.
We are the general.
I mean,
We're down
We're the-
down
I
to the left.
think I think
Rick,
just
match-
mentioning fart fetish artist is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Unless they state themselves that they don't want to.
The only people that we're targeting with this cast is the people in the far fetish community. So it's like if we say someone that's an artist that's doing art for our community, I think it's fine.
yeah, it's like
Yeah,
Should
the
be,
only
yeah.
reason why
Like this.
the only
Like
reason
this.
why I mention that is because again, this video is listed and is technically available to be viewed by the general public.
and
Correct.
So is
Deviant
all
Art.
of our art. Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's
also
what I'm
we've mentioned him before.
yeah, we have.
And
We've mentioned a lot of
And-
people before. We mentioned like half the
Either way,
community.
either way, let's go on.
Yeah.
We'll take a long time discussing whether this is right or not.
Semantics
And,
yeah.
podcast.
Samantha
Yes.
Cat.
yeah, either way, sorry about that. Didn't mean to bring it off on a tangent, but I brought it up. But it sounds like artists help writers get their stuff known. I mean, Lizzie kind of got me off the ground because I think
the Miles.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because I believe before I did my really big story. I think I only had like maybe 10, 15 watchers, and now with his help, I've gone from about 15 to 130 something and change.
Nice.
Somewhere in that neighborhood.
I wish I could help an artist. I wish I could help a writer get off the ground.
Just pick him up.
You kind of actually,
That was so stupid. Oh man.
actually,
That's why I
kinda
like
did. Actually, yes, you kind of did. You probably got the last maybe 5 to 10 in for me. So I'll give you credit for that.
Street cred.
Yeah, I feel the
Yes,
same way.
5 to 10 watchers. I think I can shake hands with all of them. I have enough hands.
I mean,
Sup, everybody? Future Chris here. I just like to say something that I was going to say in the podcast, but like I forgot, mostly because I was kind of scared to say it because everyone else was talking. But like on the whole, artists help writers get off the ground. I totally agree with that, and I would definitely love for like artists to help me, even though I'm basically saying like helping me get off the ground, even though I'm like up there, I guess, even though I don't really consider myself it. But I've never really had like the balls to ask myself because I was too shy and always think that other artists don't really care to really listen to me. So I'd just be wasting their time if I had asked for like artwork and stuff. I mean, I did technically get someone to ask me to make art for a story, but like I would never really go out of my way to ask other artists, for artwork for their stories unless I don't know, because I never considered my artwork that good or my stories that good. So that's at least my issue. And if you guys have the same thing, then let me know, because I mean, that discussion is always great on these videos. So anyway, back to the podcast.
But anyway, that's just my opinion on the whole thing. If you're good enough to use it and put it up, go ahead and use it. But as for requests, oh dear Lord Jesus Christ
it's time
Almighty!
to talk about requests. My favorite.
I feel like we should have gotten Kirby here because I feel like he would have a lot to say
Kirby
too.
would
dude,
have
he is
exploded.
the king, man.
Oh God!
He fucking
Oh.
had so much experiences with
Yeah.
bad requesters.
Too many to count.
So
I mean, I
many.
get a lot of requests as well, but I actually ignore most of them unless I really feel that it is a good idea, which is usually not.
I don't think I've ever
request.
publicly said. I don't think I've ever publicly said I don't take requests, but I think it's very, 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 very well. It's very
It's well
implied.
It's well
Implied
implied that you don't.
that I don't take.
And it's pretty
requests.
obvious. Yeah,
But
because
that's-
Les, you've kind of hit that level of. Go ahead, hold on. Because you've hit that level of artist skill
Godwin?
or artist fame where you're like, nobody even dare ask. When you're kind of on that middle level of artist or that middle level of writer where Drawful or Kirby or let's say who else?
Smeo is a big one.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, Lizzie technically, but he is open. There's a difference between what Lizzie will literally call it out for him because
Yeah.
he'll actually call it out for himself.
Smeo
But there
actually
are
asks.
artists. Yeah, and yeah, he's open.
Not,
But we're talking about artists that technically don't, but people still ask anyway.
All the time.
And that
Me.
would be you and Kirby, you and Kirby in particular. Oh Lord! Just
yes,
to
I've
speak
gotten
of
a lot of requests.
oh Lord! It's a
I-
zoo. I mean, Jesus Christ!
Hey, can you
Yes,
draw Grimace
yeah,
from,
Chris.
from the fucking McDonald's cast farting, please? Can you draw the Hamburglar farting?
Did I joke that?
I just find it funny how like every time Lestalk was trying to say something, it just kept getting cut off.
Go ahead, Les. I'm sorry.
Yes. It's you see the thing is, when I say it's well implied that I don't take requests, I mean like I don't get every day hundreds of requests, but at the same time, I feel like almost every time I start talking to people in general, someone has to ask me, "Do you take requests?" Which I don't really mind. It's not like I don't like requests. It's more like I prefer to have suggestions. Like if I say I take requests, like gives like taking a request is like taking responsibility of something.
Yeah,
me.
like I actually get notes sometimes for people asking me if I take requests, and when like with the word suggestion, that's okay because usually it's a person that I know and it's like, hey, can I give you a suggestion? So it's either like a constructive criticism or something that'll actually help me or something that's a good idea that I can take with a grain of salt and do or not do. But if you ask somebody directly, hey, do you take requests? First of all, it's a lot more of a formal responsibility. Like you have to do it because I requested that you do it. And also, it seems like to me, and this might be just way over the top, but when you ask somebody for requests in the middle of a conversation, it sounds like to me you're not really talking to them. You're talking to a facet of you, of who you want to do work for them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like you're not talking to like
kind of rude.
Yeah, you're not talking to like your friend. You're talking to like, hey, you can draw something and I can get off to it. So why don't you just do it for me and I'm not going to pay you, and then it'll be cool. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Requests are kind of a touchy subject.
I believe that I've heard a speaker who not just asked for a request, he specifically, completely outlined the outline of.
Oh my God!
A story request.
I think
I
he's
know
come up in every
exactly
single
who you're talking about.
I think he's come
Yeah,
up.
I've seen it. He's come up already.
So detailed that if you just added quotation marks, it would have been a story on its own.
Yeah,
Basically.
like you wrote a fucking screenplay. Thanks. I mean, I'm not an actor. I'm not gonna act that shit out. Just release it. Stuff like that.
Yeah,
For
and
me, with requests, when
and
I
it's-
get them,
yeah.
I was
Go
just
on.
going to say when I get requests, because it happens at least 10 times a month. And it's not bad, but usually they're like, hey, I have a request, do you do them? And I say, no, but if you tell me, I will save it, and if I ever do requests, you'll be on a waiting list. And that's what I do. So I actually keep people's requests that they've given me if the idea is at least not half decent, but isn't something I would hate writing. But if I ever had the time and I guess
Motivation.
if I finished enough of my own, yeah, not just motivation, but it's like the main reason why I don't do that many one commissions and don't do requests right now is because I have enough content in my head of stories I want to write that I'd rather write them right now. So it's not like, so it's like I have all this work I want to do and I can't do it if I'm doing other people's stuff, and I'd rather just do my own work. So
Can I add
that's, huh?
Can I add something?
Yeah, go ahead, because I made my point.
2+2=4.
Yes. So it's also similar with me, but not the same. Like the reason I say I won't take requests, but I would take suggestions, is that, like I said, requests imply a bit of responsibility. Like you either like if you say that you take it and someone gives you a request, you give them the opportunity to ask you again and again, is it done? Is it done? You've taken my
Yeah, exactly. That's usually the difference between suggestion and request.
It's not really
Because-
anyone's responsibility. It's like, wait, I'm not done. Wait, I'm almost to the
You're ready.
point. I'm almost to the point. Hold on. Anyway, it's just that I draw what I want when I want to, because I want to. It's easy to think that I'm trying to cater to some people or some other people based on what I do, but the thing is that I've always just drawn because I wanted to draw, or what I wanted to draw, or what I felt like drawing. So if I take a suggestion, it means I can work that into something that I want to do, not something that someone else wants to do. I do what I want, and if anyone else likes it, they like it.
That's what
And
it comes down to.
if
with
someone-
artists, yeah.
Yeah, and if someone gives me
really
a
how you should
suggestion
do
and
it.
I like it, or somebody gives me a suggestion and later on I think like, hey, if I add this suggestion to this, it'll actually make a very good scene. I do it because I like it. But if it's taking a request, I'm doing it because I have some sort of responsibility to someone.
Because otherwise you're half-assing it. You're just getting it over with so you can do something you want to do.
Yeah. And
Well,
I don't really have motivation to work and do something that I don't actually want to do for someone I don't really know just because they asked.
I feel the same way. It's like with me, I don't get paid to fucking write, you know? So I'm not going to spend the time that I do writing for somebody else when I don't really have any motivation or clear plan out for it. And also, I have way too many characters and stories to take care of to begin with. That, like, I don't even give a shit, man.
Yeah. Wow.
You're going to need some. Laxatives. We got you covered.
Because I don't give a shit. Alright, thanks.
Yeah.
Laxatives.
So anyone else want to say anything else about
I
commissions?
was going to say, but you guys had such a lovely conversation without me.
Go ahead, Chris.
I mean, what do you mean without you? I mean, it's a podcast.
I mean, you're
You have
only
to
the
hold
host.
your mouth open to you when you want to speak.
Yeah, but I'm shy. Which is
Well,
exactly
that
why I'm hosting
sucks.
a podcast. But regardless, like, with me and requests, like, I definitely don't hate requests. It's always, for me, it's always like a nice way to get other people's ideas across if they can't really get them across on their own. And I did do them like when I first started. Oh, whoa. I did do them when I first started, like, on DA, just because it's like, oh, I have this kind of story that I'm not really doing anything with. So I was like, what do you guys want to see? What can I write? And I kept getting these requests for, like, you know, what would now seem to be generic stuff. Like, I got a request for a shrinking story for Marissa, which, when I look back on, it's not really my greatest one. I got requests for Bleach, which I've never seen before, but I did, like, no research on it and wrote it, and the guy liked it, so that was good.
Wow. Yeah, that's how much they care, I guess.
Yeah,
That's
because he
okay.
thought it was in character, even though I didn't know a single thing about Rika or whatever the heck the character was. Or Rukia. I got requests from, and I got requests for, like, this guy who wanted his character to, like, take a dump, and then I think at that point, like, I was, like, so taken with requests to the point where I was, like, getting exhausted, but the thing is, the requests never let up, and people kept asking them. And then the moment I stopped taking requests for a while and just went with suggestions is when certain people got very, very, not specific with requests, but very persistently, like, persnickety with their requests. When they wanted to be a specific way, and they didn't want it to be a single other way. They wanted it to be one way. But they allowed me to write it however I wanted to, but if there was a certain character that wasn't like this, they didn't like it. So at that point, I was like, okay, I'm not. And then I kept
It's
getting
like-
persistent requesters, and then I just stopped taking them altogether.
If you complain about somebody, okay, here's how it goes with requests, right? When you have a request, you usually have a semi-specific to very specific, like, I don't know, scenario in mind, right? Like, with these two characters doing this thing, and this happens in this place, right?
Mm.
Usually that's the level of specificity. Asking an artist to do that is like saying, alright, I need my windows cleaned, but I'm not going to do them. So why don't you just clean the windows, and then I'll praise you for it. And that's fine. I mean, if you want to clean some fucking windows, power to you. But if the windows don't turn out the way that you like it, and you're still capable of cleaning your windows, you don't have a right to complain that it's just the way that you wanted it to do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, with drawing, I will say this. With drawing, it's a different thing. Because if you're, like, 30 and you're requesting somebody to draw, that it's just not possible. Because you can't just pick up a pencil and draw if you haven't had the prior youthful experience with drawing. But with something like writing, you're just putting words on a page. I mean, of course there are more skillful writers than others, but if it's for your own personal satisfaction, you're not going to be nitpicky with your own scenario,
Yeah.
because it's in your head anyway, and you can imagine it.
Yeah.
So the point is, clean your own windows or don't complain. That's what I have to say.
That I agree with, because I can tell you I've written stuff, actually, like very short stuff, but never ever had even the thought of uploading it, because it's just it's just something I want, and I know
Yeah.
it's not very good, well written. So
Yeah, and that's totally okay. People do that all the time. It's just, you know, I think I got my point across.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, most definitely from the point of view of an artist, from the point of view of an artist, from the point of view of an author. The thing is that
He is also
When-
an author.
Yeah, I'm an author.
Well,
I mean, technically,
you are
I'm
an
too.
author. You're a hybrid. So you're the hybrid. So you have a point of view, but I'm gonna go from the point of view of a pure author.
I'm not
When
pure.
you get to
Fuck, man.
Well-
I'll just let you go.
let me finish. Let me finish. The thing is that when you go into, the thing is what I've done and what a lot of people have probably noticed, and Chris, you actually noticed this and gave me props for this, was that I put up that whole goddamn laundry list of rules for how this was going to work. And, not to my surprise, I only got 8 requests in total. One of which is yours, and which I'm still working on at the moment. My apologies if I haven't gotten it out on time. I apologize for
Thumbs
being
up.
2 months late.
Don't worry about it.
I apologize for being 2 months late. But anyway, the thing is, if you set boundaries and people give a damn, and if enough people and the right people give a damn, you will be able to pace yourself.
Yep.
So that's what I did. I set boundaries. I've set up barriers. I've set up boundaries, and granted, I did not get as many requests as I would have gotten had I put up no rules at all. But the ones that I got, I can actually do something with, because they put in some work, because they put in the work to give me the basis I need to write off of. For the most part.
Right.
So that's usually the safest thing to do. You put up a wall, you put up barriers and boundaries to make sure that you get exactly what you're asking for. And most people, if they are mature, honest, and respectful enough, which seems to be just about everybody I got, everyone will respect the rules that you put up, and they will abide by it, and you're not going to get run over 9 ways to Sunday like, say, Kirby or Loki.
Take notes, Kirby.
Like, say, Loki. Yeah,
Well-
unfortunately, I would tell him to take notes, because I honestly think this could help him, because if he's just putting out, oh, I take requests, guess what happened? You all saw exactly what happened with that, right?
Yup.
Yeah.
Oh, request with no rules, no attachments, and boom! He just got lit up 9 ways to Sunday. So I'm like, oof.
That's already
Yeah.
18 ways to Sunday.
Yep.
Sunday today. That's good.
yeah. But it's just generally, I think, better to use the word suggestions in general, because when you use suggestion, you can just say like, oh yeah, maybe I'll do that, whatever.
Thanks
But
for
when
the
you-
suggestion. Stuff like that.
Yeah, but but when you use request, yeah, it's when you give. That's kind of when you give people the right to come back and ask like, is it ever gonna be done? Like, because that's usually when they
They're
expecting
they feel
it.
like, yeah, when they
That's when
expect
all
to
hell
get it.
breaks loose.
Request
gets
is
worse
a lot
with
more of an
commissions.
entitled word.
Yeah, but with commissions, if they've actually paid, you kind of have to do it.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah,
I
that-
paid you.
Like,
Paid you
duh.
money.
Then
That's
you have-
why I don't take money until I'm done with commissions.
Have they ever
That
not
way-
given you money?
That's why I
That-
take money and then I do nothing.
Man,
That's why
Grand
I'm
Theft Auto
rich.
5 starring
Well, at least most of the time.
sketch.
Sometimes I have taken money before I'm done, but usually with the promise that if I can't do it in the way you need it or anything, I can give a refund.
Grand Theft Auto 6,
Like-
starring artists and commissions. There's a fucking angry artist that's just like, you know what, fuck you, and then they take your money and don't do anything with it.
Oh my god.
What?
No.
Well, I better call up Rockstar, man. I don't want.
Oh my
Who's
I
doing
don't
god.
want some money from that.
Who's doing the slow clap?
I didn't hear anyone clapping.
No, I'm just masturbating very slowly.
Oh, that's normal.
What?
Furiously masturbating right now.
I don't even want to picture that.
You're so weird.
I wanna.
I'm just taking my time.
What?
Okay. So what was next on the
No,
docket?
it's good.
Chris?
It's good. Keep going. It's good.
Keep going
No,
about
not with-
masturbating. Okay.
No,
No,
no.
not that.
That's exactly what I thought you were talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, so what's next?
Yeah, I feel like we can move on.
Awesome.
We can finally go to the next level, achieve inner peace, reach nirvana.
Take it down, Les. It's okay.
Break down, y'all.
How many more are we gonna do actually?
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah,
we've
but-
reached nearly 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Damn it!
So maybe one more at least.
Dude, that was so genuine. Damn it! Dude, you were like legitimately like fucking surprised. You were bedoozled, man. That's the best word I can come up for that emotion.
Bedoozled?
Yeah.
I'm mostly acting.
Alright, no. That's gonna be every single adjective that I'm gonna use in my next story.
Bedoozled?
Doozled.
Yeah. Or an adverb.
He did it with bedoozled flair.
Yeah, she bedoozedly walked up to the man and bedoozedly separated his face.
That should be a thing. Like like their next deviation should have the word bedoozled in it somewhere.
She bedoozled
Oh,
her
dude.
face.
How do you
You know how there's-
spell that?
You know how there's butt month? There's bedoozled month now.
There's a butt month?
Yeah, there's also a
what?
diaper month.
It's an ABDL thing, yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
Oh well, now you
I
do.
didn't even know.
It's like they showed butts in diapers, and then it's a whole month about that. And I made some, I think, for that, and it was sweet. But anyway, do you
Next
want to
topic.
go with our last topic, or do you want to save that for next time?
What's our last topic?
What we want,
Wait.
like what we'd like to see more of.
Oh,
Wait.
I mean,
Wait,
That
you said
could
last
go on
topic,
for some
there was
time.
stuff before it?
Yeah, that was what we just talked about. Was the stuff before that?
I think we could save that
So
for the
you're
next
saying there's only two things we were going to talk about?
I think we could save that for the next time because I think we made a good run this time.
The request was
And-
was the unofficial third thing.
Oh.
Yes.
Say again?
I think we made a good run this time, and maybe next time there'll be more people and it'll be more interesting. I mean,
Next time on the
Okay,
DeviantFARTist
honestly-
podcast, we hope to
When it-
have at least one, but possibly like 3 or 4. Whoa, my voice just turned into a weird accent. But possibly we may have more people, and then we could talk about one thing that I've been trying to get to talk about after a while, but haven't because complications. But it involves a sort of new writer, as
Oh,
well
yeah,
as maybe some other people who started because of some of our artists that were here. That was a
Who's that
really
artist?
long-winded
man.
thing.
Next time on the show that happened when that thing happened on that one TV show, interrupted by the following commercials.
It's a reboot.
Here's,
It's a reboot.
here's the preview. Here's the preview to the next thing on the thing that we're gonna do on the podcast.
and
The
on the
thing,
preview, you see a
thing-
person screaming.
the thing where we talk about the thing on the thing, using the thing with our things out and waggling about.
So are we talking? Wait, so we're
I think you're being too specific. Can you please generalize it more?
All right,
Yeah, no,
well,
Isaac, that was way too specific.
no, I
Can
mean,
you talk more about things?
all right, well, see, my thing, right?
no.
It happens.
Yeah, your thing. I think about it a lot.
Oh boy, man, I need to go clean up. I didn't take a shower because
I can
haven't
clean it
this
up.
morning.
I can clean it up. Don't worry.
Nice save. Thanks. I appreciate that.
Okay, hold on,
Chris,
hold on.
you're going to edit this out.
No,
we're not.
No, this is great.
Add some visual.
Can I say something on the
Chris.
side?
No, I'm not adding visuals to none
You
of
always
this.
say
You all
something
have
on
your
the
own
side.
imagination.
I'd like to say something on the side. I'm looking out the window, and the clouds and the tracks from airplanes have made a perfect Fantastic Four symbol in the sky.
Huh.
Nice.
I didn't even know that happened.
Didn't make fart for the chart?
Oh my god, that'd be so awesome if someone just like was in a plane just drew like butts in the sky farting. Because the clouds already look like fart clouds.
Well, I think they just look like
expect that
clouds.
from Power Girl or something? You expect that from Power Girl?
But dude,
Fart
that'd be pretty
trails in the
sweet.
sky.
Get $1 million for that.
From fucking who, man?
From the god of money.
You mean DC? Well, that'd be
What,
Disney.
Donald Trump?
No, that's schmuck.
No, fuck you. Gates. Go for Gates.
Fucking dude, what?
Bill Gates?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Why does his sexuality matter, man?
You just said gay.
What?
What? When
Oh.
did sexuality get into this?
He heard gays, not gates.
Sorry, it must be my microphone. This is what happens when you skull candy.
Dude, all I do on these podcasts is make things worse. That's all I fucking do, man.
Oh my god! But no, it's great. It's great.
I'm the comic relief. That's all I am. Emphasis on relief.
Are we
Get it?
going on to another topic, or are we ending it? What are we doing?
I think we should end it because if we don't, then we'll just. Well, I mean, what? Do you want to talk more?
I would actually like to, because we only talked about commissions and requests and Patreon.
And butts.
And
dicks.
butts.
No, there was hardly enough. But
It's gonna need a lot of thinking for me. I can't just do it off of nothing.
Actually, no. I think we can do like dream scenarios. Because I really would
Yeah,
like to talk
Dream
about that.
scenarios.
Yes, and related to what we'd like to see more in like artwork and stories. Not really like. It's just like stuff that people have come up with, and like it
Right,
hasn't really been seen
Isaac's
before.
dick.
Oh, so you mean like
Wait, did you say I suck dick or like my dick? As in my name is Isaac.
Isaac's.
Oh,
But you can. I think both works pretty well.
that's cool. All right. Well, I need to get a plane trip to Europe. Just nowhere in
If
particular in
topic-
Europe. I'll find you eventually.
in this topic, can I say like maybe like an artist, a writer too, who's new and I really think that I like to see more of their stuff. Just want to give a bit of a shout out.
We can give shout outs, yes.
Just two for me.
Okay.
One is a deviant called Felix Craft, who made a story called Farce of Felix.
Oh, I think I've seen it.
Felix
Yeah,
right, from Felix the Average, yes.
Felix
Yes.
the cat.
Yeah, Felix the Average.
I was
Sorry.
thinking of Fix It Felix from Wreck-It Ralph. Honestly, I'm sorry. I thought it was a Wreck-It Ralph.
I was thinking of Felix the cat.
No, Phil, Fix It Felix is an
Anyway.
proctophiliac now.
Anyway,
It's
he made an interesting story. It's only just 4 chapters now, and they're not very long, but it's very interesting. Like a person whose heart fetish got anthropomorphized, or basically got itself a physical form. And he now has to deal with it.
Oh yeah, I
With
have
her?
read it. It was really cool.
Sounds pretty fun.
And I want to see more of it.
Why don't we just like read it on the podcast
No.
No.
out loud?
We'll have a reading
Oh my god, we
section
should
where
do a
have-
dramatic reading at some point. That'd
No,
be cool.
no.
Oh, dude. Okay, that would actually be really fun. Like the
No.
worst stories. We
That would
just
be
dramatically
so
read
silly.
and they're good.
I was thinking of making a text to speech read a fart story, because I want to know what they do, how they pronounce the onomatopoeia.
They
Why
just
don't you
say the
do that
letters.
now? Take like a really short story.
Yeah.
Unless there's a vowel, they just say the letters.
What if they pronounced it perfectly like the fart is actually supposed to sound?
Fucking
Like a
amazing.
better than a human being could ever do.
Then it would be the
Wait,
future.
how do you sound like a tuba? How did you do that?
If
But no,
it's,
who's-
if even if the onomatopoeia was really really weird, like it sounded like 100 cows going off. It actually makes it the sound of 100 cows explode.
Oh my god.
Alright, I think we need to do this now. I'm like legit looking up like Microsoft Sam or some shit. And
Maybe
I'm gonna
next
do this.
podcast.
No, I'm gonna do it now.
Oh
The
my God.
hell, we could no.
Wait, second shout out. Do it.
Oh yeah, what was
My
your second?
second, my second shout out is that new guy called Pepper Spot Sunshine.
Oh
I
my
think
god,
he-
yes. Oh my god, yes. Just yes.
Wait,
all
who-
of it.
who?
All
What?
of it, everywhere.
What?
Pepper Spot Sunshine.
Pepper Spot Sunshine?
He is an artist from New Boru that got a DeviantArt recently.
Oh yeah,
And
I
his work
recently
is
saw him.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's actually better than I am at drawing,
Wow.
which is it's humbling.
And that's saying something. Amen to that. My goodness.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
feel-
he's super awesome.
It's obsolete. I mean, am I now the Windows XP?
People
No,
still use.
you're more like
No,
the Windows
Windows
7.
9.
Like you've got some
No,
good
no.
Windows
qualities.
9.
No, here's the thing, right?
Really?
People still use Windows XP, but the people who use Windows XP call it the Windows XP, like you just did.
The Windows.
So. Yeah. But yeah.
Okay,
I'd also like to make a shout out to a new writer who came up, even though this person may or may not be in the next podcast.
I know who you're gonna say.
Who
Yeah.
Oh, you mean?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I forgot their DeviantArt name, but I do know who you're talking about.
Rank Roses.
Rank
Yeah,
Roses.
they're pretty cool. I like them.
who?
They're nice. They're nice. They're cool. I like their stories.
Rank Roses.
I like them as a person.
Yes, I do too.
Right.
Shout out to them.
And there's
gotta
clearly
check
no
it out.
bias as to why I'm saying this. Like I haven't met this person or anything.
Yeah.
You're doing too much, Chris.
Sorry. That's a preview for next time. But no, like this person's work is pretty good. They just started. I mean, they've been on DeviantArt for forever, but they've just started and just put out a chapter of like the start of what their work is going to be, and it's pretty good. A little more realistic and has a little bit of a flowery kind of like thing to it, I guess, for some of the characters. But yeah, go check their stuff out too. It's pretty cool.
How do you spell it?
Rank Roses.
Rank Roses with a dash in the
Like-
middle.
The two
Oh,
pre-existing
yeah,
words.
that's specific. Yeah.
Two words that already exist and are 4 to 5 letters.
Now, like Leshok.
Yeah.
Not like Lequaquaquac, as you said, with 2 Q's and a W.
Question.
Quack.
Quack.
I
Quack.
said Lequack.
Quack.
Lequack.
It sounds like a really bad like black girl's name.
Sounds like a French duck.
Oh, look, it's a majestical quack.
Wait, what was
Le
the
Quack.
Quack? But that's a Courage the Cowardly Dog villain,
It is.
and he's a
Really?
French duck. Yeah, he's a French duck.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
You're
Yeah.
shooting us.
Ooh,
Have you not
Dude,
seen
I
Courage
should
the Cowardly
sue,
Dog?
dude. They fucking retroactively stole my idea.
The show came out like
Good
years
idea.
ago.
No, that's why I said they retroactively did it. They time traveled and they were like, dude, that Isaac fell.
Can I do a shout out?
Sure.
Yeah.
Please do a shout out.
Right, Buns of Gas,
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
who recently joined the chat and couldn't be here today, but he hasn't had time to do a lot, unfortunately. But I really like the stuff he's done so far.
Give it thanks to Kirby for that. As well.
Yeah, Kirby introduced me to him.
Well, us.
All right,
Yeah,
now
to
it's
us, to the
bad.
chat, I should say.
Masturbation. Whoever did the clap, it sounded like masturbation a lot. I just wanted to let you know.
There was a clap.
Yeah, there was a clap.
You know, I'm glad that every single thing that we have goes full circle to masturbation.
Dude. Dude. In my top 10 favorite things,
Oh God.
it's
I'm
all
sorry.
10.
It's all
These are up, you won't the things.
Am I getting predictable
When
now? I think I'm
I
getting predictable now.
No, we're just on the same wavelength, which is terrible.
Alright.
That's
Cool.
bad.
Same wavelength. Sine or something. That's not a wavelength.
No,
type
wavelength
of
is
wave.
what you combine your souls with, so that you can
Alright,
become
7.
more powerful.
We're on the
Because-
tsunami wavelength.
Because Soul Eater joke.
Our wavelength is 7. It doesn't matter what unit it is.
Oh my god.
It's just 7
No,
of
no,
something.
we're not relating this fucking trigonometry.
Dude, it's fucking math, man. Mathcast.
Geography.
Dude, I don't know geology.
Geometry, geography. I don't know what the problem is. They all start with J.
Oh my fucking god, man.
Yes, even God starts with J.
You know what else starts with J? Jack off. Full circle.
Dude, I love how you say J. It's so cool. I wish I was European.
I'm sorry. I can't say J.
No, why are you sorry, man?
Because accents are
He's
cool.
not Canadian and saying
No,
sorry.
it's like I tell you, hey dude, you're a
Canadian?
perfect human being, and you're the best. You're like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, I'm fucking
gonna go-
complimenting you, man.
Are you saying that to me now? Because I'm gonna go kill myself.
Oh my
Aw,
god!
man. Wow, that got
Remember
us.
to use a shotgun, man. Remember to use a shotgun.
No, that's not what you say to that.
That
You know
got
how
really
people
dark.
survive shotgun wounds? Come on now.
That got like fucking Terry Crews dark, which is pretty fucking dark. Let's be real.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So,
I know how well he heals. I mean, last time I checked, he survived a shot from a 44 Magnum to his dad's balls.
Wait, what?
Wait,
Don't
he
care.
survived the shot to his dad.
No shit!
Dude. Dude.
He's that
Wow.
tough. He was that tough.
oh my god.
You know what? Technically, we all survived World War II.
He was knock the fuck out.
Think about it, right?
You're right.
I won't think about it.
Think about it. I'm looking
Really
at pictures
makes
of Terry
you think.
Crews, and honestly, I'm getting really confused about my own sexuality right now.
You better.
Picture what?
I'm,
No,
I'm looking
okay,
at
just-
pictures of Terry Crews.
Terry Crews.
Terry Crews
Yeah, he's
is.
like-
Oh my
he's
God.
like
Question.
It reminds me of a joke
I
I
don't
made on a Drawful episode. I did
Oh,
on
yeah,
my
Terry
other
Crews. I know who
channel,
that is.
where one of the things was Terry Crews is sexy, and the thing was actually Old Spice, and I wrote Terry Crews is sexy because jokes.
One of my friends has actually talked to Terry Crews.
Yeah, well, one of my friends
Fun
is Terry
fact.
Crews.
I am Terry Crews.
We'll make a good appointment for our next meeting.
Yes.
I don't mean to spoil it,
Your
but
eyes-
that sorry.
Yes. You're for
You were talking and I was talking and you should have been talking and I shouldn't have been
Wait,
talking.
spoil what? Spoil the next podcast?
No, I don't mean to spoil the guest on the next podcast, but it's going to be Terry
Oh.
Crews. That's what Chris
I
Oh,
thought you meant
no,
were
why'd
gonna,
you do
like,
that?
Tell the future and say what.
God damn it,
say
Isaac!
What we were gonna do.
Leonardo DiCaprio. He won an
You're Terry
Oscar. You wanted to congratulate him.
I'm Terry
Yeah.
Crews by Old Spice.
He won
There it
an Oscar for his his fart fetish, his hidden fart fetish work.
He won his Oscar for the Grouch. That was fucking stupid.
That was so dumb! That was so dumb. Why did I laugh at that?
Oh man.
Okay, are we done?
How about
Yeah,
we?
we should wrap up.
I sadly think we're done.
That was a good extra
really hope
20
we're done.
minutes.
I really hope we're done. I had to actually get into a car and drive into a parking lot and just wait here while we talked. So it's getting really hot.
That's why you roll the windows down.
You want me to have the windows down while talking about fart fetish?
I've
Yes.
done
In a
that.
parking
Good
lot?
point.
Be loud and proud about it.
Dude,
Point
who fucking
made.
cares?
Much like how Ying is loud and proud about it herself.
Damn right.
I'm not Asian. I'm not Asian, haven't you noticed?
What does being Asian have to do with it?
Yeah, what does
What, are you
having to be
immortal?
Asian
You're
have
not
to
Asian?
do with it?
Wow.
Ying would be
I'm not
insulted.
Asian. I'm not female. I don't have an ass like that. Sorry.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna say I don't have an
That's-
ass.
that's-
Like, dude, you should get
It's
that
the
checked
only
out.
way you can be proud. Okay, yeah. Should
So,
we
yeah,
wrap up then?
This
wrap
Yeah,
up.
let's wrap up.
Yo, let me
You
tell
said
you a
that.
tale. This podcast is over. That is my tale.
Shut up,
Just because
Aaron.
you said the same word twice doesn't mean it rhymes.
Dude, I'm Lil Wayne, man.
Yeah, you have
No,
a big tail.
My
I'm
rapper
not
name
the
is
only
Lil
one that
Wayne.
says that.
Wait, what?
I say that too. Freaking. Oh,
Yo,
God.
motherfuckers, let me tell you a tale. I'm gonna end the podcast now. Not actually.
Yo, 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 let me tell you a tale. I am a dog. I have a tail. Woof.
You have a tail normally as well. And it's...
So anyway,
It's
this
just
has
very
been,
small.
No, it's very big. I
This
have
has been
very
this
much
is-
experience.
This has been.
This has been
This
the
has been-
female
Chris.
admirer of gas. No, wait. The admirer of female gas. Shut up.
This has been.
You mean girl fart lover?
Yes, Girl Fart Lover. This has been Girl Fart Lover. Changing the name back to Girl Fart Lover.
If you did that, I'd be so mad because I'm just getting used to
Yeah.
saying your name.
Because that's gonna be my new name, so you can take that.
This has been G Chris,
What?
writer of
Damn
everybody's
it, no.
favorite series. G Chris's story. It's the name of my story. I'm G Chris.
Oh yeah.
Congratulations.
Anyway, continue.
I'm a writer,
This-
Freeman.
This
No, I
has
actually am. I'm also the drifter. He'll understand.
And then we have Kirby.
my turn. Is it my turn?
No, it's sketches.
Is it?
Sketch.
No, I don't wanna.
Okay, so then we have
Alright,
Kirby.
Cool, thanks.
I don't want to.
Nice rebellious attitude there. Listening to too much Nine Inch
I'm
Nails
not gonna
recently,
do
huh?
I don't
Alright,
want
man.
to.
And
I'm
now,
not gonna do it, Dad.
We are in a hot topic after all. There's got to be some teenage
and
angst.
now,
Right. Yeah.
next up.
This has been awful. The end.
What the fuck is happening?
We're trying to
Lesh, go ahead.
now.
Okay. This has been Leshak, your announcer on the female fart fetish news. Have a nice day.
We're not done
I'd
yet,
actually
though.
watch the news if we had that.
Oh
This-
yes. Anyway,
All right, well, I've been Onara actually, so I'm gonna give some news background music, like credit stuff as we end it.
can we have Korath actually like say goodbye
Yeah, let
before
me-
we end?
Yeah, let me end this. This has been C16. I'll and I'll talk to. This has been seeing you guys. See you on the next cast. Peace out.
CBS 5.
I think it's FFS.
I don't know who that is on the East Coast. If that's
Wait,
It's
that's
two.
not news
It's
music.
two.
It's Megalovania.
Have you ended it, Chris?
Yes,
Is it
I
over?
will.
Go
So,
home now.
so check out all of these guys in the description, and check out the Patreons of the people listed below, and also stay cool, guys. I'll see you next time for another
Oh, nice
podcast,
catchphrase.
maybe. Don't constantly tell me if whenever a podcast is coming up. It'll come out when it comes out, because these take a while to freaking edit. Jesus Christ. But
Oh,
anyway,
dude.
see you guys next time.
Dude, don't. All right. All right.
Don't cry.
All
It's
right.
okay.
All right.
I'm not crying.
All right.
If you actually talked to me earlier, I was actually talking to someone. If I can't give her a shout out, you know who it is, right, Chris?
Yes.
I can give her. Yes, okay. Yes, fine. Jesus Christ. Get off my fucking back. I'm giving a shout out really quick to her username is I'll always be your Aaron. Her name is Taylor. So yeah, she's an amazing writer and she's such a great friend. Well, for you guys, but you know, I don't want to say too much, but you know, I just say that I love her very much, and that I'm giving her a shout out. And I hope that one day, if you hear this, babe, you listening? Yeah, we're all waiting for you. Join in.
Not saying too much, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, shout outs to Rank Roses.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because she totally wanted to be a part of it too, and things happened. But we all still care about you. We all still are waiting.
you doing-
Because we all love you, fam.
Are you doing a Game Grumps bit?
Am I?
It
I
sounds
don't
like
know.
you're like, go, we're waiting for you, babe, and we're waiting for you because it sounds very Game Grumps. So there,
Oh my God.
yeah, there. You heard that, babe? Come on the podcast. We're waiting for you. We're having a great time.
Yes, we love all of your company, even though we get thousands of, well, not thousands, but like tons of people constantly asking us to be on the podcast.
Could you imagine if it was thousands? Jeez.
You know, if it was thousands, I think I would be way too surprised. Because I don't even think there's that many, like, fart fetishists out there.
Oh, of course there are. Maybe not on DeviantArt.
Well,
Like, in our
okay,
community.
that show them that, you know, are comfortable with it enough online, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know. Look, have you seen my profile? Have you seen my picture? It says G Christ. Look at him. Look at him. Look at you. Those who are watching this right now, look at him. Look at him. Just smile back at you. Do you think I'm embarrassed about that?
Well,
No, of course not.
Don't constantly whenever will come out when these take a lot of